What is up, everybody? Matt here, back again with another video for you. This one's going to be kind of short because it's a little bit, well, there's not a whole lot to talk about here. So I bought, when I was a kid, the Sgt. Pepper soundtrack, and within the Sgt. Pepper soundtrack were like these little extra things to order t-shirts and posters and hats, and just over the years I just lost them. You know, I had no idea what happened to them. And then a couple months ago I was digging through a box and look what I found. Yep, I did not lose them. They just got shoved in a box, as they should, because, you know, this movie was horrible. And yeah, here we go. So we're going to take a look at these real quick here. This is the first form we have here to get all of the super cool Sgt. Pepper posters, merchandise. Yeah, so let's take a look-see here. We've got a Strawberry Fields poster there. That's also very cool. We have the Bee Gees and Peter Frampton looking incredibly shocked there, probably seeing how much cocaine was available at the film. We also have this really depressed picture of Peter Frampton, again, probably realizing the movie he was in, and you have to work on it. But then we've also got these really cool merchandise pieces down here. We've got this trucker hat, this lovely tote bag, buttons, and a t-shirt of the Bee Gees and Peter Frampton looking very surprised. So there you go. This was all done by a company called Factors. And I looked them up, and they did a lot of rock and roll posters and stuff at the time. There's really not a whole lot to talk about here, but some of the prices are pretty interesting. Like, you know, you get, let's see here, you can get an adult t-shirt for $5. That's pretty good. You get a child's t-shirt for $3. All posters are $2.50 a piece. Wow, I mean, that is a deal, let me tell you there, okay? But yeah, this is the other ad that came with it here. This is for the Bright Ideas poster. These were posters that had holofoil on them, basically. So they were like, as this woman here is demonstrating, they had that kind of shimmery texture to them, so that way you could hang it up on your wall. It could shine in your face in the morning when the sun hit it just right. And yeah, these are pretty... Yeah, so let's go through these here. Okay, so the Sgt. Pepper one is actually not that bad. I mean, if I were to get anything from this insert, it would probably be the Sgt. Pepper golden poster. I think that's really cool. But then we've got the Steve Martin poster here. That Dr. Maxwell is a wild and crazy guy. Yeah, so, yeah, very topical there. Peter Frampton giving his best, like, it's good, you know, and then you got the band performing here, and then this is probably my favorite. This is the one oh, I would love to have this. It's a very terrified Bee Gees staring dead-eyed into the camera, and it must have been taken with, like, a really bright flash with no autocorrection on it, because they look like corpses here. They look positively ghastly in this particular picture. But yeah, pretty frightening to see that. And yeah, so I think maybe over the course of my years of being a quote-unquote fan of the Sgt. Pepper film, I've seen a couple of these pop up on eBay from time to time, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. If anybody out there actually bought or has any of this stuff, you know, make a mention of it in the comments. I think it's always cool to see, you know, what crazy merchandise they came up with for movies in the 70s and stuff. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff here. So yeah, those are the inserts for the Sgt. Pepper record that I thought were lost forever for time, but in fact, never left my house. Okay, so I will see you guys next time.